Hey everyone, how you doing today? This is Castro5661 and today we're going to be taking a look at the Elago S2 case for the iPhone 3G and 3GS. Now this is a pretty standard snap-on case for the iPhone 3G and 3GS. It's very slim fitting. It does say that it offers protection, but I would have to say minimal protection, and there are a few extra goodies that are included with your package, which we'll talk about later on in the video. Now, you can purchase this product on elagodesign.com for $14.99, and what you get with your purchase is you get the snap-on case itself, and you also get a universal dock adapter, which is pretty nice. It's for snap-on cases, and a solid aluminum stand. This is the S2 stand, and we'll talk about that in a bit as well. Now, Elago was kind enough to send us 2 extra S2 cases, which I will be giving away in a future giveaway, our New Year's giveaway. So stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and talk about the case. Now, like I said, this is a pretty standard snap-on case. It sort of reminds me of the SNASTech Epic in terms of material it's made from, the glossy finish that it has. You guys can see the glossy finish right there. And it also has the little script at the bottom. On this case it says S2, usually where the gigabytes would be at on the SNASTech Epic, and it says Elago, designed in Elago, California, or designed by Elago in California, and www.elagodesign.com. Now, something that was actually brought to my attention by a fellow YouTuber here on YouTube named Luis Mayhem 17, he brought to my attention that these letters do actually start to come off and scratch off as you use them. For example, if you're going to be using it daily, the sweat from your palms, sweat from your hands will scatter these letters. And if you actually scratch it, I'll go ahead and scratch it a bit right now, you can see that the letters start to come off. So if you're going to have this in your pocket and it's going to be scratching around with your keys, the lettering will come off, so I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. Now, it's pretty easy to install. Here we have the iPhone, and you just go snap it in through either side and just snap it together. And to remove it, it's pretty simple. You just place your thumb on the Apple logo and pull from the corners, and it comes off very easy. Once again, snap it in, take it off. So very easy to put on and take off. Now, you shouldn't have any problems with button access. You have a nice big cutout right there for your volume rocker, and your vibrate switch actually has a little indentation right there. Along with at the top, by your headphone jack, you got another little indentation. It's completely exposed on top, so you do have complete access to your power button, your SIM card tray, and your headphone jack. And it has nice cutouts for the sync adapter, your speakers, and your microphone, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. Now, on the back, you have a pretty generous cutout. Let that focus up. You have a pretty generous cutout for the camera cutout. It's a little bit off, but your camera is fully accessible. And you do have this little cutout for your Apple logo. A lot of people don't like the cutout for the Apple logo. I don't have a problem with it. But one solution you can do if you don't like that and you're scared of scratching your Apple logo, you can go ahead and cut out a square piece of a screen shield and place that on your Apple logo before you put on the case, and then put on the case. So that's just one of the solutions that you can do. Now, it has a pretty nice in-the-hand feel. It's actually a little bit slippery though. It does have that glossy finish and it's a little bit slippery. But one thing that actually helps with grip is this hole cutout, because your index finger ends up hitting this hole cutout and it actually provides a little bit of extra grip. Now, one thing I didn't like about the case is the bezel. As you guys can see right there, it hardly covers any bezel at all. I would say it's about 1/5 up the bezel. So you're not going to cover your bezel, so that's exposed for scratching. And with that, you're also not going to get that lay on the table design. So most likely if you lay your case on the table or your phone on the table, you're going to be at risk for getting scratches on your screen. So that might be something to worry about or something to keep in mind. Now, protection wise, since this is a snap-on case, you're not going to get that much drop protection, and that's with all snap-on cases really. So you're not going to get much drop protection. What it's mainly for is for a little bit of scratch protection on the back, and for people who don't like cases or want minimal cases on their iPhone. So you're going to get scratch protection on the back, but your Apple logo once again will be exposed, and if you want to use that solution of cutting out the screen protector and putting it on there, you can go ahead and do that to protect that. So that's the S2 case, guys. Probably not the best snap-on case in the market, but let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories that it comes with. First off, it comes with the universal dock adapter, and I have to say it's a pretty nice dock adapter. It should fit in all standard docks, and the thing about it is that you have to use it with snap-on cases. It's not going to work with maybe slider style cases and such, because it does have this little indentation right there for the snap-on cases. So it does fit with GoGo USA cases and probably Casemate barely there. Next up, we have a very nice Elago S2 stand that they do include with this, and I am very impressed with this stand, guys. It's small, it's portable, you can take it wherever you go, and on the front you do have the little Elago logo right there. And you can view it in two different ways. You can use it horizontally, takes up minimal space, you can use it horizontally, and you can use it vertically. Once again, very nice. And this, I would have to say, probably completes the little package of the Elago S2 case packet. Now overall, guys, I probably wouldn't recommend the case itself, but since it does have these two nice little accessories, I feel it's a pretty decent price for $14.99. You're getting the case, you're getting a dock adapter, and you're getting a stand. So that's the review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informative. If you want to go check out Elago's products, they have quite a few nice products. Feel free to do so. The website will be in the description. And I'll catch you guys later. This is Castro5661. Peace.